Okay. Hey, good evening, all of you. Let's start our second part of this faith and fear series. And today's topic is like from panic to peace. Okay. So, what is panic? Panic is something. It's near to fear. I would say same thing. We get panicked under many situations. Like it can be anything, right from a student up till the लास्ट एज एक इंसान जब तकलीफ में होता है तो वहां भी पैनिक आ जाती है. देर आर so many reasons to get panicked, right? Any kind of failure or unsuccessful thing or something that does not happen and we suddenly get into a grip where we are unable to like perform or feel or understand something or then get into those things, then it is a situation which you can call it panic. एक तरह का डर ही है वो भी ना, पैनिक की सिचुएशन. तो हम लोग उस पर डिस्कस करेंगे कि ये क्यों होता क्यों है. Why does this happen? The reason is quite clear. अनसक्सेसफुल होना या फिर हमको कुछ ना मिलना और दूसरे को कुछ मिलना, ये भी एक रीजन हो सकता है. या फिर हम किसी मेंटल या फिजिकल प्रॉब्लम में आए, यानी इट कैन बी एलिमेंट और एनी काइंड ऑफ पेन और व्हाटएवर situation where you can't handle things, or maybe then sometimes you may feel it is unable to like cope with those situations. Be it anything, be it medical, be it financial, be it your house, your relationships, can be anything. And in those situations, people just take hasty, like wrong decisions, most probably. You get angry and you get suddenly just do start doing anything. That situation called as a panic situation. I don't know any good and best definition, but this is what I feel like. Okay. So पैनिक से कैसे दूर रहा जाए और उसको कन्वर्ट कैसा किया जाए एक नॉर्मल कंडीशन में, और उसमें से भी फिर बाहर आके हम लोग को पीस कैसे पाए. हाउ शुड वी गेट इनटू अ सिचुएशन वेयर इट बिकम्स नॉर्मल. दैट इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग. पैनिक तो क्रिएट हो चुका है. रीजन चाहे कुछ भी हो, घर वाले हो, बाहर वाले हो, पैसा हो, बीमारी हो, कुछ भी हो, पैनिक तो क्रिएट हो चुका है उन रीजन से. तो डर, एक तरह का फियर कि अब क्या करूं, अब क्या करूं, है ना. तो वो होता है. इट ऑलवेज हैपेंस विद एवरीवन. सो नथिंग बिग. इवन वी कैन गेट इनटू अ सिचुएशन डायरेक्टली इफ इट इज लाइक रियली लाइक सिचुएशन लाइक दैट where we are unable to get the immediate answers or immediate solutions, and at that moment we want that thing to happen, like the should be there anyhow. It कैसे भी मिल जाए झट से हमको उससे बाहर निकलने के लिए. वो सिचुएशन सबको आती है, कितने बार आती है लाइफ में, लेकिन उसको कन्वर्ट कैसे करें, या उस स्टेज में उस मौके पर या उस वक्त पे हमें किस तरह से शांत रहना है, काम रहना है. दैट इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग. इफ यू वांट टू विन दैट सिचुएशन, then you should be mature enough or your practices should be good enough, or then your mental status, like how you are like on in responding such things. That is very, very important. अगर आप हिल गए, you're shaken, then you're gone. You're going to have a very, like maybe a bad thing to happen, that failure or that you are unsuccessful, or then you may, in that situation, you may do certain wrong decisions you may take, or then you may, if you are in an angry mode, you might do something wrong also. So these things happen. So I would say that let us like teach people, or then we ourselves teach ourselves, or everyone wherever we are. I think we should have a good debate, or then good talk on that. We means, I mean to say, not we over here, like we 5 people or 10 people or who are there on this video. I mean to say overall, in the school, in the colleges, at your home, where you are having a like all your friends, where you are playing, or you're together, like you're enjoying something, or whatever conditions, your classes, wherever you are. I think these basics should be taught everywhere. कि भैया ऐसे सिचुएशंस लाइफ में रोज आएंगे, तो उससे डरो मत। Whereas it never happens. On the contrary, people take advantage of the panic situation of others. That is what I have seen at least 80 or 90 times out of 100. 10 or 20% they are being helped. So that is the worst thing that at least I have seen. Oh, I know my language is very harsh, but this is what is happening around. Simply we just keep on boasting, सब अच्छा है। नहीं भाई, अच्छा नहीं है, करना पड़ेगा। Are you ready to go out of the way and help someone? Are you ready to give some time to someone? Are you ready to time to give the time to yourself? Clear cut 80% no answer. So let's become very frank regarding these situations. This is also very important situation where you have to convert that thing into a good thing, the panic situation. And we really have to study on that. We have to be good observers. We have to observe, like we have to go into deep. Like you just can't take this word very lightly because every day that thing arises. 24 hours में कितनी बार ऐसा होता है जहाँ सिचुएशन अराइज हो जाती है। आपके साथ नहीं होती तो आप किसी और को देख रहे थे उस सिचुएशन में, आपके पहचान का हो, कभी कभी अजनबी हो। तो क्या हम लोग क्या करते हैं? कुछ नहीं। I've seen like people just run away from there. I've seen that. So please, whenever like since we are into teaching or we are mentors or whatever, like एक हमारा स्टेटस है, जो भी हमारे पास छोटे मोटे क्लाइंट्स है या जाने लोग हैं अनजाने लोग हैं जो भी है, तो let us help people. We are not here to like only be that selfish that we just see for ourselves, for our own family or like that. Let us be a little broad-minded and we start studying the situation. Be a good observer where things are happening. If there is something wrong, this kind of situations, then try to solve it. Like हमेशा ही सब कुछ हम हमारे हिसाब से नहीं कर सकते। थोड़ा सा टाइम निकालिए, लोगों के लिए भी, खुद के लिए भी, सबके लिए निकालो। हम लोग हाथ झटक देते हैं, भाई मैं बहुत बिजी हूँ, जबकि कोई बिजी नहीं होता 24 घंटे, ये बात तो पक्की है। ओके। तो पैनिक सिचुएशन क्यों मालूम है व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग ऑल दिस? बोलेगा अरे टॉपिक से हटके क्यों बात कर रहे हो सर? तो इसीलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि ये सिचुएशन जब आती है ना, तो हमें रेडी नहीं रहना चाहिए। वी शुड बी रेडी विद दैट थिंग। क्योंकि हम पे भी जब आती है तो हमको भी किसी का हाथ चाहिए होता है हमारे सर पे, कंधे पे, कि भाई नहीं, मेरे बाजू में कोई तो मेरा है खड़ा जो मुझे सिचुएशन में साथ दे रहा है, सपोर्ट दे रहा है। प्लीज दे विद, कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है वो। When you are lonely or under a situation where you are unable to really like cope, that you are really sad or sorrow feeling or crying, you need that thing. And we, as a mentor, and we are into this line, we have that extra edge. सबके पास कुछ ना कुछ पावर बैठा है यहाँ पर, जितने भी लोग ये सब देखते हैं, कुछ तो पावर लेके बैठे हैं अपना, खुद का साइकिक हो या योगिक हो या प्राणिक हो या कुछ तो लेके बैठे हैं, तो उसका यूज होना चाहिए। आई थिंक इट शुड बी यूज्ड वेल। So now how to convert it into peace? Panic to peace. That is the subject actually. So we can do one thing. So for an example, I will take examples, 3 to 4 examples, because that is the best thing we can do. Suppose a student who is into his last year of his school, जो अभी स्टेट वाइज है, कोई एसएससी बोलता है, कोई कुछ 11th में लास्ट ईयर होता है, तो ये सब है सिचुएशन। अभी सपोज अ स्टूडेंट फेल्स, so what happens? Others are getting good marks. Suppose there are a set of 50 students in the classroom and 1 or 2 people fail out of the students. The other 48 are enjoying. These two people are so sad. They are gone into that shell. Okay. And that time, when this fun is seen by others, this is a practical example. We all have seen this situation many times. That student is under such a sorrow that वो घर पे जाके क्या बताएगा. वो अपने दोस्तों में, यानी चलो स्कूल में सबको पता चला फेल हुआ, लेकिन अपने एरिया में, अपने सराउंडिंग में, अपने बिल्डिंग में, सोसाइटी में, मीन्स व्हाट विल ही डू. ही इज ग्रिप्ड इनटू दैट पैनिक. वो खींचा जाता है उसमें. दैट टाइम ही रिक्वायर्स हेल्प. That is why I said before 5 minutes that everybody should know and everybody should be ready to help. I mean to say the teachers in the school or in the colleges or wherever you work, they're all needed over there. That you can take care of that situation. चलो वो बच्चा रो रहा है या खुद की जान देने चला जा रहा है या भूखा रह रहा है या घर से भाग के घर नहीं जा रहा है, इतना पैनिक हो जाता है. अच्छा, एक बच्चे की वजह से वो तो फेल होता ही है, लेकिन साथ में उसका पूरा परिवार फेल हो जाता है. वो मम्मी डैडी के मार से डर रहा है. बहुत सारी सिचुएशंस होती है जहाँ उसको घर पे जाके सुनना पड़ेगा कि अब मेरी तो साल की फीस चली गई. ये बहुत सारी सिचुएशंस आ रहा है जब बच्चा पैनिक हो जाता है. दिस लिटिल थिंग्स, his mind goes mad. Fear is there, the panic is there. That time you need a mentor or a person around you that can guide you, the child, I mean to say. And even the parents, of course, because they scare the child more than anyone else. Just one small example where that panic is created. वो चाइल्ड, इवन इन ग्रोन अप्स, पैसा नहीं है तो कितना प्रॉब्लम होता है, क्यों होता है, कैसे होता है. अच्छा, ऑफिस में कुछ स्ट्रेस लेवल से तो क्या होता है, कैसा पैनिक की सिचुएशंस क्रिएट होता है कलीग्स के बीच में या आपके बॉस और आपके बीच में. क्योंकि ये सिचुएशन, जो जहाँ जहाँ अनहेल्दी कंपटीशन है वहाँ ये होना ही है. आप इससे भाग नहीं सकते. यू कैन नॉट रन अवे फ्रॉम ऑल दिस थिंग्स. Under that situation, learn to cope, learn to make that panic situation as a normal situation. That is the best thing you can do. By giving them, like, the example would be like giving them a good, like, a good talk, maybe make them feel good, better. उनको कहीं बाहर लेके जाओ, थोड़ा एंजॉय कराओ, सिचुएशन से बाहर निकालो उसको. Or he or she, whoever the person is, like, make them feel better that it will be better next time, or then it won't happen next time what has happened to you. That is the work or the duty or the responsibility, moral responsibility of the colleagues or the teachers or the parents or the friends, which mostly people don't do. धरा हुआ है और डालो खड्डे में. That is what a person does today, just to climb that ladder of success. Be it a school result, be it your job, be it your earnings, be it your business. So, coming down or means वो सिकुड़ना चाहिए, वो पैनिक सिचुएशन तो हम बढ़ा रहे हैं ना, तो वो नहीं होना चाहिए. So let's talk to people freely about this thing. Whenever you get a chance, tell them. I know we will be like, मुझे पता है हमको बेवकूफ में माना जाएगा, पागल हो गए. हाँ ठीक है, हम पागल है, कोई बात नहीं, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. मुझे अगर 10 के लिए 100 आदमी पागल बोले मुझे चलेगा, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. पर मेरा काम बताना था, मैंने बता दिया. सो नेसेसरी. अच्छा, ये सिचुएशन में आप जिस तरह का व्यक्ति है और द टाइप ऑफ पर्सनालिटी द पर्सन इज देयर, लाइक whoever is facing that situation, you have to understand him, or if you know him, great, and then only try to change the situation. Because if that person is not liking what you are trying to do, then again it will be a mess. वो गुस्सा हो सकता है, he or she can be again angry also. एंगर में जस्ट कम आउट एंड मे बी वो सिचुएशन का गुस्सा आप पे उतार दे, जो विक्टिम है वो। ऐसा हुआ है मेरे साथ। यू गेट लॉस्ट, यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड एनीथिंग, व्हाट यू नो अबाउट, इट हैज हैपेंड, बट दैट टाइम आई एम कूल, आई एम नॉट बॉदर्ड। मुझे मालूम है ये सिचुएशन में ऐसा होना है, तो आई एम रेडी टू हियर दोस वर्ड्स, ओके। So that is where people fail. I feel so. That is my personal view, not like universal view or any defined thing. That is my personal view. That is where you have to be cool and calm and show them, अरे तुमने मुझे इतना उल्टा बोला, गाली दिया, तो भी मैं तुम्हारे साथ खड़ा हूँ। ऑटोमेटिकली सब शांत हो जाएगा। Bring them into a zone where they like something, or where we can make them smile, or we can make them like, okay, if you failed in a certain thing, be it your money, or your business, your job, or as a student in your results, okay, we are there. Next time it won't happen. बराबर से स्टडी करो, या बराबर से 10 लोगों को पूछ के करो। नाउ योर एक्सपीरियंस, whatever happened, that situation, why it came, you understood that, why you failed or passed, or you are unsuccessful or successful, whatever it is, you understood that process. You learned a great lesson. It's not a failure, it's a success. You have actually climbed the ladder by getting that experience. I feel after sometimes he or she may understand that, okay, मुझे ठंडा रहना जरूरी है, I need to be peaceful, and it will happen. And many people are too matured also. I'm not telling like everybody is like that. They're very matured. They'll just tell you one sentence, please leave me alone for some time, I'll be okay. And great, if they know how to handle that, you will see that within 10, 15 minutes, half an hour, they'll be okay and they'll be normal. Great. If it is the ability, then it is very great, I would say. So all types of people you're going to get. So peace is one of them. तो पीस आने के लिए या तो आदमी क्या करेगा, बहुत रीजन, देयर आर सो मेनी रीजंस। आफ्टर दिस सिचुएशन अराइजेस, somebody will go and talk to, if there is child, तो वो अपने छोटे फ्रेंड से या मम्मी डैडी से बात करेगा, ओके, they'll talk to their parents। अगर कोई बड़ा है तो अपने गर्लफ्रेंड से, बॉयफ्रेंड से, या पति या पत्नी से बात करेगा, या घर वालों से लगा हुआ या दोस्तों से, वहां जाके बात करेगा, मेरी सिचुएशन ये है करके, तो उसको ठीक लगने लगेगा। अगर कोई थोड़ा सा, इफ somebody is into like they have a habit of drinking or something like that, वो उससे वो अपना नशा करके सीधा हो जाएगा। सबका अपना अपना तरीका है। कोई भक्ति कर रहा है, कोई को किसी को अपने गुरु में विश्वास ज्यादा है, तो वहां जाके बैठेगा, प्रे करेगा, मेडिटेट करेगा। When I come into this situation, I just do my 5-10 breathings, pranayam, I get normal. ठंडा तो हो ही जाता है दिमाग, ऊपर से पावर भी बढ़ता है, so that is a bonus. Okay, so that is why I am a bit partial to pranayam. Okay, so I have to be and I will be, because that is the truth. Ultimate truth is the breath which you're taking throughout the life without any importance. ये थोड़ा टोकना है, बोलते हैं टोक वाली लैंग्वेज है, लेकिन ये करना पड़ता है, बिकॉज पीपल डोंट रियलाइज दे आर ब्रीदिंग। So it makes you so much, like it gives you help, it cools you down, it gives you power, everything. So मेरे लिए तो वही बेस्ट है। Oh, I would tell my students or my people around, okay, do this. This is the best thing. Or then some people do count 1 to 10 or 10 to 1. There are so many situations. Some people will go to the temple. Some people, सब कोई लोग पूरा बड़ा रोने में निकाल देते हैं 10-20 मिनट. Great. Everybody has his own ideas to cool down. But yes, you have to calm down. You have to come back to that level. You should be feel peaceful because you have to take the next step ahead in life. Not going to sit down like that only for a day, 2, 10, 15 days. No, it is not possible. I don't think anybody has that much of time not to take their sorrow on their shoulders and keep on doing that. You have to move ahead. Yeah. Yes. There are certain things which may be very panicky or very fearsome, which may like take days also to come out. It's not like आधे घंटे में हो गया. That time definitely you need someone good with you, maybe doctors, or then uh, maybe people like healers who are there over here, so nice people. So many things. Like there are the people who are really matured enough to make them understand things or really guide them well. So that is so much important. I've seen people in that like और एक एग्जांपल मैंने बड़ा देखा था कि बहुत लोगों को बहुत नहीं मतलब थोड़े बहुत 10 में से एक आध ऐसे भी जो खाने पे गुस्सा उतारते हैं ये भी मैंने देखा है पैनिक सिचुएशन जिसको हम भगवान मानते हैं जिस अन्न को टेक इट एज अ गॉड्स प्रसाद उन पे भी गुस्सा निकालते हैं सरासर गलत है रियली नीड टू मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड रियली लाइक they need people like they need teachers. These are topic a little bit out of the way, but these are the topics which are connected to your panic, connected to your peace. ये सब करोगे तो वो सब नहीं होगा जो हम टॉपिक लेके बैठे हैं. हाँ पैनिक होगी और हुई भी तो सिचुएशन में आपको कहाँ से कहाँ आना है आपको पता है. ग्रेट. नीड टू डिफाइन पैनिक कंटिन्यूअसली. ये पैनिक है पैनिक है पैनिक है फियर है फियर है उससे और बढ़ेगा. इट विल जस्ट इंक्रीज इंस्टेड ऑफ लाइक कमिंग दैट लेवल टू कम डाउन. यू आर एक्चुअली इंक्रीजिंग द प्रोसेस वेरी बैडली. लाइक वो प्रॉब्लम कर रहे हो आप उसके दिमाग में है ना. वो मतलब कुछ देख गया डर गया तो हम लोग उसको और डराते हैं बाहर निकालने के बजाय. वी डू दैट many a times. Take him away from there. Just change the topic. सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल इट्स वेरी फनी एग्जाम्पल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल somebody is sick in the hospital. People go and ask them about their what happened to you. अच्छा ऐसा सब क्यों हुआ. वहां तो ऐसे डराते हैं कि पूछो मत. If I'm right, you just tell me. People really scare you in the hospital, especially your relatives, friends who will come with that 1 kilo apple or then something नारियल का पानी. हाँ don't do like this. हाँ don't do like this. हाँ यार ऐसा हुआ. अरे you are scaring him, fearing him. पूरा फियर का सेट बना के टोकरा बना के दे देते उसको. I think friends should be jovial at that time. They should make him laugh, smile, talk something better which the ailing person likes. Talking like what things he loves or she loves. अंडर सिचुएशन में जब वो पड़ा है बिस्तर पे तो यू शुड बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग लाइक ओके मुझे ये सब करना चाहिए उसके लिए क्योंकि दैट इज व्हाट विल क्रिएट दैट माइंड दैट ब्लड सेल दैट पूरा सबकॉन्शियस को एक नया एनर्जी मिलेगा एक बूस्टर मिलेगा. वी डू दैट. And if I think people have started changing now, like they are understanding that you shouldn't do like that, because when I was a child, all of them used to scare. Ah, ऐसा खाया ना? Oh God. Ah, you did like this. Gone. So that was a very scary situation. Instead of staying in hospital for 2 days, you will end up staying 5, 7, 8 days. Creating panic in the mind. So please do not do all these things. Please. It's a request as well as a warning, because you are actually not a well-wisher, I would say. You are actually scaring that person. So let's make him happy. अच्छा, जो भी है, अच्छी बातें करो, जो फील गुड फैक्टर बोलते हैं वो करो, मस्ती मजाक करो ऐसे वक्त पे, so that the person comes into his zone, like he comes into that natural mode, he starts feeling better. So very necessary. ये सब है, तो हम लोग कोशिश करते रहना चाहिए कि पैनिक से पीस में लाने के लिए क्या क्या आइडियाज है हमारे पास। पर आइडियाज सिर्फ मतलब ऐसे बुक से नहीं आने वाले। हमने अगर रनिंग सिचुएशंस हमारे अपने घर में, हमारे नेबर्स में, या जहां भी हम जाते हैं उसको ऑब्जर्व करना है, इफ यू ऑब्जर्व इट प्रॉपरली, देन यू कैन गेट हंड्रेड्स ऑफ आइडियाज, आई टेल यू, टू चेंज द सिचुएशन। एंड ऑफ कोर्स देन व्हेन यू नीड द टेक्निकल पॉइंट or some technicalities, then books are there, which are written by big people, masters, great people who have really followed their life with big degrees and all, whatever. Then you take that help also at that time. Observing is very much needed. The movements, body movements, eye movement, the words, the way they breathe, everything. That will convert into a better, like that success ratio will be like more, I feel like you'll be able to heal a person better. That is how peace will come. That is how happiness will come. That is how that feeling good factor will come. It's so very necessary. Okay. So again, as in everything, like the world is dual, that तो we read everywhere, no, in every book, every sentence. वैसे यहाँ पर भी हम लोग कोई भी टॉपिक डिस्कस करते हैं तो ऑलवेज देर आर टू साइड्स. So, and I tell you, there is a great relationship between them. But as I always say, there is a एक धागा बीच में आ जाता है. There is a thin thread, a thin line, which is always there in that yes and no. The point of that place, when you jump this side or this side, it becomes a yes or a no. Either ways, you're standing at the border or you're in the center of that, or whether you're on that side, it depends. It's all in the mind. Once you're able to cross that, then the victory is yours, be it mental, physical, whatever way it is then. That ad comes ना, डर के बाद जीत है. So एक हिस्सा डर का है, एक हिस्सा जीत का है, तो वो दोनों के बीच में एक थिन लाइन है. वो वहां आके खड़ा हो जाता है इंसान, जाऊं कि नहीं, जाऊं कि नहीं, जाऊं कि नहीं, should I go, or then I may fail, or I may die, or I may something, मेरा फेलियर होगा, नुकसान होगा. Continuously the result will come only after you've taken the decision. And that is why I told you to observe well. Observation is a must. Whenever we, suppose we end up in a hospital, every time you go doctor, see what they do. They observe you. They take out all the reports. which are not even needed, वो भी लेना है compulsory. अच्छा, they'll put all that things, monitor, oxygen, ECG, observation. You have to observe every single thing. That is what they say nowadays. So we also as a healer or as a mentor or a teacher or whatever we are into counseling, you should understand that. Go deep, dive deep. Even if it takes time, still go deep into the person because see, we are means we may be commercial or we may be here to earn our money, bread, butter, everything, but still, when you get that extra success now, when that person is guided well, then that peace is or that happiness is something else. Level of mental satisfaction is different. That does not that, mean that we should not charge and all. Yes, of course, we need our family needs money. Definitely. Being the result where the person from that situation comes into such a situation where he's happy, satisfied, he feels that happiness inside. It's so much necessary, so much. Case studies are very important, means this observation, whatever uh, your colleagues or your friends who are into this line, into this profession. I think we need to hear their stories every time, what they've done, what they've not done, what their abilities are, which will actually help us. It will help each other. Sorry, it will help each other. The more you open up, the more you will gain. I'm not talking about money, huh? वो अलग बात है. But if you really want to grow, then you have to share your things because that is the time when actually karma plays. आपने किसी को अगर ऊपर उठाने का कोशिश किया है, spiritually बोलो या mental zones में, whatever they want the happiness. So actually you are also gaining in that process, I tell you. You are not at the losing side. Remember that. आपका कोई नुकसान नहीं होगा. एक अच्छा कर्म होगा तो आपको उसका भी बेनिफिट आएगा. You'll be at peace that you taught someone something. So this is how it is. And once again, all these situations are going to come every single day. I don't think there is anyone who is without like means they have not seen a situation where they are into a certain degree of panic or else maybe a small wala, but it happens. It happens with the best of people and the worst of people. It is but natural to happen. कुछ नहीं हुआ तो वो चाय की पतीली होती है वो जल जाती है. तभी पैनिक होता है कि अब क्या दूं आज में मम्मी को क्या बोलूं बीवी को क्या बोलूं. पैनिक छोटा मोटा आता जरूर है. Handle the situation well. That is the job. And if your ability is there and if you are growing in that, it's a great thing to happen. Then you will be at peace because you have learned that art. Quieten yourself, to calm yourself, calm others under such situations. Life becomes a bit easier, I feel, at that moment if you do that. खराब सिचुएशन, पैनिक सिचुएशन, फियर सिचुएशन में आप चिल्लाते रहोगे, अपना मूड लोगों के सामने जाहिर करोगे, आप खुद तो बिगड़े हो या आप दूसरे का भी मूड बिगाड़ रहे हो। दैट्स नॉट डन ना, यू कैन नॉट बिहेव लाइक दैट। So understand that in such situations, first all try to understand yourself, not others. Try to understand whether you are at the wrong side, you made a wrong decision, you have made some mistake, whatever. Understand that well first before jumping to conclusions. And if you are able to do that, then half the thing is done. Half of the problem is solved. Another half will be cleared. So people around you will, when you are behaving such maturely, people around you are going to take care of you, I'm telling you. Family members, friends, colleagues, everyone. Because that maturity at that moment in such situations that okay, I'm okay, I'll be okay. Many times I see like people just get angry and just I don't know, the behavior is totally different. I tell you they are panic तो छोड़ो वो अलग ही जोन में चले जाते हैं. Not talking anything. And if they are wrong, we'll change the topic so nicely that you will feel ashamed. अरे ये क्या हो रहा है? बात कहाँ थी कहाँ जा रही है? घर का एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं, चाय बनाने की बात फिर से करता हूँ. Suppose, रखा है पतीला आपने, चलो ठीक है, चाय उबल गई, तो ये नहीं बोलेंगे कि हमारी मिस्टेक हुई या मैंने मेरा ध्यान नहीं था या गैस जो आपका है या स्टोव है वो फास्ट थी इसलिए ऐसा हो गया, ये सब नहीं बोले, अरे नहीं सुबह मेरी नींद कंप्लीट नहीं हुई थी तो मेरा, वेयर दे टेक द टॉपिक गॉड नोज. And they will create such a havoc on that little thing just because they want to get saved from that thing. तो मुझे कोई बोले नहीं कुछ, बोलने से पहले मैं पूरा चक्कर चला लेती. बाकी के डर के मारे समझाना तो दूर लंबे ही रहते हैं. तो ऐसे सारे सिचुएशंस लोग करते हैं छोटी से बड़ी बातों में. एंड टेल यू, दिस इज व्हाट इज ऑब्जर्वेंस. ऑब्जर्व करो, पता चल जाएगा कौन कितने पैनिक में है, नहीं है, क्या क्रिएट कर रहा है, नहीं कर रहा है, आधे प्लेइंग मिसशिफ नाटक कर रहा है. एवरीथिंग यू विल कम टू नो. इफ यू गेट सच पीपल जस्ट बी अवे. आधे घंटे में चुप हो जाते हैं, दो चार बर्तन पटक के, या फिर ऑफिस में होंगे तो पेंसिल पेन फेंक के, या तो बॉस होगा तो दो चार गालियां दे के, बाद में उसको पता है कि सबको पता है मैं गलत हूँ, तो शांत हो ही जाना है उसको. क्योंकि ऐसे लोगों का कोई इलाज नहीं होता. जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, एक कहावत है कि जो सोया हुआ है ना उसको जगाया जा सकता है, सचमुच में जो इंसान नींद में हो ना उसको हम लोग जगा सकते हैं. लेकिन जो सोने का ढोंग करते हैं ना आंख बंद करके पर्सन, तो उसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि आप उसको चीटियां काटो उसको मारो वो उठने वाला नहीं है. आंख जबरदस्ती बंद रखी. तो देर आर पीपल लाइक दैट, बी अवे, बी शांत, वो खुद ही वो पीस में खुद आ जाएगा. वी नो, वी डोंट नीड सच क्लाइंट्स और वी डोंट नीड टू हेल्प देम, बिकॉज वो अपने आप ही लाइन पे आ जाएगा थोड़ी देर में. विल बी इनटू ग्रेट पीस, विल बी सो एफर्टलेसली, विल बी हैप्पी, विल बी मजे से. और आके विल सिट डाउन बिसाइड यू, टॉक टू यू नाइसली, सब होगा. देयर आर पीपल लाइक दैट. So, so we get so much to see, every day. So it's actually fun, I would say, instead of getting like tired or then such sessions we take. So I feel it is fun instead of taking it in the wrong way कि अरे इतना स्ट्रेसफुल सेशन था, अरे काय काय सेशन, मजा आया, ऐसे लोग आने चाहिए. So panic to peace is very easy. First of all, just don't take that words only, panic और peace का रास्ता क्या है. Just see that around it what is there. उसके इर्द गिर्द क्या घूम रहा है वो सब देखो. तो वो वही इम्पोर्टेंट होता है सबसे. सबसे ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट वही होता है. And if that situation is controlled, so this situation won't arise. If it arises, it is under control. Great. Okay. So we can talk a lot. Like there are, I tell you at least I can give at least 70, 80 examples, but due to time again, like we are unable to. So there are people like all types of people we get. अरे पैनिक नहीं है तो भी पैनिक बना देंगे आपके लिए. इवन द मेंटर और द गाय, टीचर और द हीलर विल थिंक, वो खुद बेचारा थोड़ा पैनिक हो जाता है कभी कभी, ये क्या है. ऐसे भी लोग आते हैं. There are people like that. To understand the situation well. Okay. And let's be very calm in all situations. And every day some tension arises. Try to be your own self. Stick to your daily routine, whatever it is, where you feel happy, peaceful, successful, whatever. Okay. So that is what it is. Like I would like to stop here. And if you want, like, we can discuss something. If somebody wants to really talk out something, we can talk now. Okay. Yeah. Anyone wants to say something? Can want to discuss something, their ideas. It's open.
I think for me, uh, when I uh, when I come into this platform, I've achieved peace because by listening to you every week, it's just come up with different topics, and it's so extraordinary that me myself as a trainer for uh, among um, among the trainers for laughter, among the trainers with National Cancer Society, and among the trainers with Mavin, and among the trainers for laughter yoga, and among the trainers for my own podcast. I just feel peaceful with the positivity I'm getting. But this the rashes, um, what what actually causes me anxiety, causes me from being at from being from being anxious to peace is when something bothers my body or something negative, or and but I managed to overcome that with gratitude, with hypnotherapy, and with laughter yoga and all these kind of things. So what actually should I do when I'm so positive and occasionally I get catharsis as a laughter yoga teacher and as a trainer, automatically the emotions flow. So when I'm so happy, both kosh means uh, it it's equivalent to 1 day of Rona. So I don't know, is that normal? All hypnotherapy says it's normal. All hypnotherapy says that go with the flow. What should I do? even
It's all
though
normal. Yeah. I would say it's all normal because see, crying is a part of the game. Being a little bit of like here and there, a little bit of unhappiness is a part of the life. Even gods have faced that. We are just human beings. And let me tell you, be very calm under situations. You may end up with a few tears. Okay. Actually, आँख साफ हो गई. Just think that your eyes have been cleaned by that water which came out. So take it that way instead of like taking that sorrow in your head and taking it and that burden over you. I think just feel fresh. After crying, a person should
yeah,
feel
yeah, I do that.
okay.
I do
So
that.
great thing
When
to happen,
I'm
I would say.
when I'm laughing too much, I do that.
So yeah, and hypnotherapy, I tell you, that is like a means when we use hypnosis now, it's like a puppet. What
Yeah.
happens is you are into a artificial this thing.
Trans-
So what happens is आपने means you did the thing, you are successful, but consciously you have not done it. You have trespassed the thing and you've done that thing for others or self. But when you do it consciously, when you come back to normalcy in your proper conscience, then you are great. I would say better than the hypnotherapy.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have to help people 100% because हमारे
Yeah,
client I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
me, but eh, consciously doing it is a different. Like when we say like there is a type of hypnotherapy, covert hypnosis or whatever we say, like while talking, we as we are counseling, we hypnotize them and clear it out. So that thing is great. I would say उनको पता तो चल रहा है कि they understand what is being happening. आप ट्रांस में डालने के बाद उसको सजेशन या कमांड्स दे देते हो तो दैट इज लाइक यू आर हिटिंग द नेल विद दैट हैमर नथिंग एल्स
I
समटाइम्स इट
think
इज नेसेसरी नॉट ऑलवेज
no, I think every month I go for hypnotherapy. I know where you're coming from
हाँ
because yeah, hypnotherapy is not a one day thing. It's over a period of time, and I've been through it for 1 year now. Physical sessions, not talking on the phone, but actually seeing the therapist myself, and it's it's improving step by step. I think 50%, or I mean, I would say 80%, 80-20 rule. But sometimes, like I said, it's from fear to peace. Uh, it's very hard to when we are um like someone was talking about from uh, from chaos to peace yesterday, and now
yeah
I'm talking about panic to peace. So for me, from panic, uh, it will be it depends on the person who I'm with. But if the person is cool, then I'm able to cool. If I'm in panic and the person keeps on talking, then it'll be hard for me to keep
हाँ
cool.
राइट
Yeah, so um, it in that way, hypnotherapy has improved. And thank you, Hemanji, for all your advices this Thursday, this Thursday,
yeah
and this series from fear to panic, panic to peace series. I think keep that going and lots
yeah
and lots.
hope I was explaining good or then I don't know where I went wrong or something but definitely I feel that is the way it happens.
So, do you like recommend journaling or how? Journaling, meditating, all
I
this.
would recommend just be your own self when you go into that shell now. I think you should just enjoy that time because that time will pass out within half an hour. You'll be normal. That is what I would say.
Yeah,
हाँ
and then
मेडिटेट नहीं होगा मैडम मेडिटेट उस मोमेंट पे नहीं होगा बिकॉज यू आर
I
इन पैनिक
so
यू
I do deep breathing though.
yeah
Yeah.
breathing is best that will cool you down meditation won't because you are frustrated already how can you do that it needs a lot of time in between them so breathing
Yeah.
would be it will immediately
Sometimes I do both. both at one time, breathing and meditation in a panic attack. So thank you so much for telling me. Sometimes I'm being hypnotized by the words of Guru. I see. So
You must get.
that's why.
Yeah,
So yeah, sometimes I do. But sometimes when I do both meditation and breathing at the same time,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
often harden. When harden, it will explode.
Right.
So I let it explode. You see, whether a person likes it or not likes it, the person will come back to me and say sorry, you had an attack. Or
Great.
yes.
Yes, I think.
Oh, thank you.
थैंक यू रविन फॉर शेयरिंग दैट, थैंक यू। एंड हेमंत जी बहुत सही बोला आपने। और जो अभी ये भी कह रही थी ना कि उस टाइम पे तो हम नहीं मेडिटेशन हो पाएगी, जो पैनिक वाला स्टेट
नहीं होगा,
एब्सोल्युटली नहीं हो,
नहीं होगा.
प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ती है पहले।
Because when you meditate, ma'am, at that time the same reasons are going to come up in your mind, and again you will go into that only. Means you'll be meditating on the panic situation, not on the actual thing, whatever we want.
slowly intensify it।
So it's better to
तो
breathe
वो
deep 5
भी
10
हो रहा,
times.
वो भी नहीं समझ रहा। हाँ जी, थैंक यू सो मच, बहुत अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन किया आपने। अंशु, यू वांट टू आस्क एनीथिंग? नहीं तो we'll find out, it's almost 9। नहीं है कोई रिस्पॉन्स, तो चलो ठीक है। So we'll wind up for today, and thank you so much for the
Yeah.
wonderful session. Very well explained। और
Yeah.
इधर उधर से हो, but you come back to the point again, it's okay।
Yeah. And
Thank you,
Anshuji,
Minu.
message for you, Anshuji. You can call me directly if you want. I don't know what you are asking, but definitely I'll answer your question. Okay.
ठीक है, हाँ, she can call you directly।
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone, we'll meet again tomorrow।